Alright guys, we're back round 3. I'm up against Tucker9120 or Yuki uh, from Japan, it looks like. I'm not entirely... Okay, let's look at the list. Pull it up. He looks like he's playing a... Okay, Power Plant, 4 Metal Saucer. Those are very important cards to keep track of. That's not a great start. This hand is bad, 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 guys. Okay. Um, he's playing Duskmane. He's playing a Luke Metal Zacian deck, so kind of like a Speed Zacian, just like Metal Box. Metal Box, Power Plant, like slow you down with pans and stuff deck. So this is where Victini V, Reshazard come into play. That being said, my hand kind of blows. I could probably just get donked here, honestly. Yeah, that's not good. I think I'm probably getting donked here in this first game if he has a switching card. Yeah, there it is. That's super, super, super unfortunate. Um, yeah, that's unfortunate. We'll run it back. Game two, game two. You know, we're allowed to have one bad game, here or there. No, declined. POG. Oh, challenge not accepted. Oh, okay. I'll wait. I'll give it a second. There we go. Maybe I think he was still in game, probably. Um, so now we're heading into game two. Super unfortunate start for game one. All things considered. Uh, come on, buddy. Um, Ironically, if the Sigilyph stays alive, if I have another bench Pokemon and he goes into Sigilyph, I would get the knockout back onto the Zacian. So I would have actually taken 2 prizes. Hmm. Right, he Discord DM'd me with the first or second. I just did not see it because I have streamer mode on because I'm casting or not casting, recording. Hit him with good luck. We're gonna lead again. Um, okay, this hand is way better. Um, I kind of just want to hold this whole like okay, so like there's two lines of play I could take with this hand, right? There's the I can just play this hand out right now, but there's no potential for him to donk me whatsoever, and I'm not actually doing anything. So I'm gonna go with the line where I just pass and have the hearth in case a plant comes down here. If a plant does come down, I can continue to play the game. He has a Marnie in hand that he might not want to play it. He's just gonna research. That's fine. Um, so this way I can replace the plant because he only plays 2 plants. And I save a stadium because I mean I win the stadium more at the end of the day anyway. But this way I could force him into a play that he otherwise might not make. Switch, quick ball, maybe Dedenne. No, just second Zacian. Okay. So he's gonna start prepping the board. Start setting up for stuff. There it is. That's the plant. That's an insta payoff. Um, that's the instant payoff on my play. Um, for him, he's probably like, okay, this plant's gonna stake. He's got a dead hand, but I actually have a okay hand, more than okay. Honestly, it's a pretty good hand. Um, he gets an energy. That's okay. He does play a lot of energy actually. So we get the hearth. We're gonna go psychic on active. We're gonna cherish, grabbing Solgaleo. Um, Putting Solgaleo on the discard is probably like the best thing to do at any point in the game early, just because like it's pretty insane. We'll go do this. I think I want to turbo onto this guy because I do have Scrapper in deck. Maybe I just don't do that. Victini would have been more ideal, to be completely honest. Mm. No, let's give myself. Let's keep myself with options. Let's Hearth here. Put Hugh here. Well, I can still support her for turn. That's pretty good. We're gonna go active because he doesn't have any one-shot potential on me. Just a clean Turbo Strike. I will take it. Put the energy here. If he comes up and attacks, Outrage will still kill through Pan. So I'm not super worried about that. If he benches something reckless, maybe I could go Scrapper Duo to heal up. But that all being said, it should still be a pretty clean opening here for me. He plays 3 Zamazenta, 3 Zacian. So Zamazenta's like a hard, like beat Eternatus, I guess, like because like the first Yveltal takes 1 out, but then they can't deal with the second one. Okay, research. My only solace is that he can't actually one-shot me ever. Second plant, I do have a follow-up stadium. He does play stamp, but there's no way he ever stamps me with his 1 stamp here. Okay. So I'm gonna do this. 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 So I'm gonna Scrapper, just because in a super ideal world, I hit Welder Switch. Yeah, Welder Switch. And at that point, I can knock with Victini, keeping my Mewtwo alive. I did hit Welder. So we can pitch the Reshizard, giving me my Outrage option. Welder 1. I never need more than that. Switch! Second Big Charm. Quick ball this away just to thin a little bit. Yeah, and I'll just quick ball away Siggy. No, this is fine. And then I want to have the other quick ball for Crobat, so this way I preserve my 3 prizes. I don't give him some additional leeway with whatever hand he's working off of, and I get to go into the Victini, which might not get any more leverage because of the frying pans that he plays. So later in the game, I might not get the same leverage. He does play Tool Scrapper, so he can go Tool Scrapper Dusk Shot onto me, which would be super unfortunate. But if he gets another pan here, this Victini becomes completely useless. But maybe he doesn't. Also, if he doesn't kill Mewtwo this turn, I might just boss up the Jirachi and Duo to heal off all the damage that just got done to me. And when that happens, then my follow-up and end game scenario becomes just a Macargo GX play. Because that way I like eliminate every threat that potentially could clean me up in a couple turns. He's out of Stadium, so I know that's gone. His deck isn't built to deal with one-shots as efficiently because he is playing Plant, he's playing Heavy Mallow and Lana, he's playing 3 Frying Pan, Tool Scrapper, like all these cards that like kind of keep him alive. But if he just gets one shot, then there's no point, right? If he brings this up, I go boss, Duo, heal completely, and at that point he has to go Dedenne into Mewtwo, but he can't one-shot a Mewtwo, so at that point I just kind of win the game. By doing this, he has negate, so Scrapper, he's looking for the Dusk Shot play. Yeah, the second big turn putting that down might have been wrong, actually. Um, if he has a dusk shot play this turn, that's actually really good for him. That would actually put me in a little bit of a predicament. Also, benching this, I think, is a mistake without the pan in the same turn. Because I can go... Well, I can't Welder, I guess. So he's just going to sword and set up the board. But he can't... Okay. Alright. He's just... It's fearless. Because that means now I can just kill with anything, honestly. We're going to do this. We're going to grab the energy. I really don't care at this point. Quick ball stays because I need to still draw into the Crobat. At this point, I just Miraculous Duo. Heal my board. And he can never one-shot me. He can never plant me out of the game. He can reset stamp me to 2. He can Marnie me. But my win con is now Boss's Orders, and Macargo's already in discard, so I can one-shot with Macargo. So my win con is on board. Everything is on board that I need to do. My Hearth never leaves play. So that should be a very good scenario for myself. 2 Marnies are gone. Stamp is not gone. It looks like he is out of most things, so hopefully I can clean out this game. Oh yeah, that exists. Ah, fuck. 4 switch are gone. So he can go Metal Patch, Metal Patch. He can full Metal Wall me. And that gets really annoying, actually. Because I don't have any switch outs anymore. Ooh, he just didn't put it down. Okay, cool. Cool. Hearth never gets replaced. This entire game, Hearth will not get replaced for the rest of the game. So I know that option does not exist for him anymore. Just to be safe. Because I am bad at math. Okay. And we take game 2. Now we just got to win one more. Let's hit him with the question real quick. He's opting to go first, which is slightly better for him. Because he does get the potential to attack earlier. He can Dusk Shot earlier. He can set up for the Luke Metal earlier. Ugh! Okay, this is headphone user alert. Sorry. This is bad. Especially because he can plant me turn 1. If he plants me turn 1, I might actually be in a lot of trouble. Frying pan. All I'm looking for is to not see the plant. That's all I'm looking for. Everything else is completely fine. Intrepid. Okay, cool. Cool. Gets 1 attachment. That's fine. I'm not pressed about anything else. That's good. Boom. So Galio's there. That's there. We'll go this. We'll do this. We'll grab the boy. And we're going to den him. He's going to try to initiate. He's going to try to get me to initiate the stadium war, I think. Oh, man, this is bad. We'll take the welder. I'm looking for anything. Thank you. Let's go here. Let's grab these two. I'm looking for Mewtwo. That's it. Give me the Mewtwo. Mewtwo switch. Ah, that's fine. I'll take it, actually. That's super, super, super nice. I got insanely lucky on my first turn. I'm not going to deny it. Stadium does stick, though, so he can do something with the stadium if he wants to. Or, I mean, he can plant me out, so I have to retreat into the Jirachi, which would be unideal, considering I'm down a ton of switches. 2 switches, actually. He's probably looking to Dusk Shot me this turn to set up for the future turns. Yeah, I think Dusk Shot is his best play, because he can go Scrapper 230. Marnie. Okay, we get more cards. We get more cards, we get more cards, we get more cards. Fuck. These are not the cards we want. I can't do anything with what I have available to me. But the board position. Because I wanted to set up a secondary attacker. So he's going to go for the Dusk Shot. Kind of threatening a, like, do your worst kind of thing. 130, he does have resistance. We'll go ahead and just get the big boy. We'll go ahead and just discard the big boy. We'll go ahead and look for 2. We're just going to bench. Attach. I have to Flare Strike. He has resistance. He has resistance. He has resistance. If I go for the 130 Crushing Tornado and make that mistake, all of a sudden I lose the game. He Marnied me, but that's not a real supporter. So he does have to dig a little deep to get the attack this turn. He will need both the attack plus plant probably, or Scrapper. So if he finds those pieces, I'm okay. I'm not okay. But if he doesn't find those pieces, I'm completely fine. Research. Eldegoss hitting the discard. That puts him at 2 boss left in the game. Stellar Wish. Probably looking for plant. If he hits into me, no plant, nothing, I can Outrage for the KO. I can attach to the back. Or no Scrapper. The Scrapper is the only piece that I need him to actually miss. Sorry, I know I'm like shaking, guys, but like I haven't actually played a real tournament in a very long time, like that I actually cared about and took seriously. And I know I only tested for this for like 3 days, but like I'm like shaking, and like that's what happens to me at tournaments. Like I literally will shake in anticipation of plays and talk in my own head about what could potentially happen. So this is like the ramblings that you guys will get, that I get during an actual tournament. And I think through all the possibilities. What's the worst case for me? What's his win con? What's my win con? How can I actually address the game if that actually ends up happening? Because like I know in my mind, if he goes plant, I have the follow-up Hearth. He already supported. He has 1 stamp. He's not going to stamp me down from 5 to 4. That actually makes no sense for him to do. He's going to go plant here, which gives me the follow-up stadium. If he does stamp me from 5 to 4, which doesn't make any sense, he's probably like stream sniping me or something at this point. I can continue the follow-up like attack on the game because I have the Hearth. I don't have a follow-up stadium, so we'll put Siggy in the discard. 3 welder in deck. Quick ball, everything. I mean, we're looking pretty, honestly. So what I'm going to end up doing is attach here, discard here, get here. And this way I can also Turbo Strike, power up the second guy for a potential knockout to end the game. He has a lot of cards in hand, but he's not actually doing anything. There's my 1 stamp. That's really good for me. I didn't play a supporter this turn, so he doesn't have a reason to stamp me down low again. If he has his 1 stamp, I think he wants to use it this turn, honestly, actually, because he needs to come back into the game somehow. He doesn't have one, as it currently stands. So, Jirachi back on the board. That's my 3 prizes to end the game. He's going back into Jirachi. What could he be digging for? What could he be digging for? What could he be digging for? If he gives me this, Scrapper. Scrapper's like the only thing I can think of, right? Like, he needs to find the Scrapper this turn. If he doesn't find the Scrapper this turn, he can't swing into me. And if he can't swing into me, I don't know what he can do at that point in time, right? So he needs to find the Scrapper. That's the most important thing he needs to find. Scrapper plant. Second plant is super ideal. If you can get that for him. But the Scrapper is the one thing. If the Scrapper is prized, I think he loses this game no matter what happens. If the Scrapper is prized, I don't think he can win the game. What he can do is, I have Stadium in deck. I know I have Stadium in deck. He can try to full metal wall me this turn, which is fine. That's 3 prizes though if he doesn't do anything with it. Resistance, bang bang, 310, 250. He hit the Scrapper. Okay, good for him. Good on you. The board is actually kind of relevant. Switch. I know you're obsessed with me. 2 switch and a board remaining. I can promote you. I'm gonna start with this every single time. Like, every single time my turn will start with that. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about this. Fire, 3 psychic. Killing Luca Metal gives me game. I don't have another game to lose. So that's got to be the one thing I'm more paying attention to. Hearth, this into this. Stellar. Welder. I know you're obsessed with me. Da, 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 da. Flare. Boss off prizes. That's pretty good. And now we have to hope that he doesn't hit the plant. I have the follow-up stadium if he does plant. But what I have to hope for is he doesn't get the full metal wall this turn. Because if he full metal walls, then I have to go switch. I actually don't give a shit if he gets the full metal wall. Because I just go attach Jirachi, or I go switch attach to Jirachi. Or not Jirachi. He has 3 patches. He's no more things. Pans, so he can't put me out of Turbo Strike range. So I can always Turbo Strike to end this game. The stamp to 1 is what would cripple me here. Or not to 1. Yeah, stamp to 1 would be what really would mess me up. Because he can go full metal wall into attach to end the game. Saucer. Okay. All I'm hoping for is stamp is prized. Or it's not. He doesn't have it. Or access to it. Cool. Cool. We can switch. We can cherish. Thin one. Look. Bottom card. Doesn't matter. Take 1. Actually doesn't matter. Actually does not matter. Actually it does not matter. That's the game. GG, well played. That was super duper close. Super well played. Holy moly. Yeah, that's that game.